What's up, print fam? Welcome back to the print shop. Today we're going to try to get the white toner printer out of the box, set up, and functioning. So I've got some test prints that I want to try running, and we need to get it out of the box. And I'm having a little bit of struggle. Let me show you why. But quick shout out to firesprint.com for sponsoring today's episode. So we've got the Uninet icolor 650. It came on a pallet in this really heavy duty, like double-walled box, and then inside that box is another box. Well, the problem is there's these little clips down on the side that you're supposed to unclip from the back side to make this box lift off. The problem is I don't want to damage this box in case I have to ship it back, whether that be because they asked for it back or because of warranty issues. So I want to keep this box. The problem is the box itself is wet tape plus stapled, so there's no real way of opening the bottom without just basically cutting the sides off, which I don't want to do. So we're going to have to try to lift this guy out. The reason I don't want to try to turn this or tip it or anything like that is because there is toner inside, and with toner, if it gets jostled the wrong way, it can spill and make a mess, and I just don't want to deal with that. So we're going to try to get it out. I'm going to probably get Taylor to assist me, but let me show you what came in the box. So inside the box, I'm assuming that this is black toner, just because I'm guessing that the white toner is installed. That's one of the beautiful things about Uninet itself, is they do have a patent on being able to swap the toner cartridges for basically anything, which is why we also have the metallic one that we're going to try. They do have a step up, step down converter. I'm assuming that's because it's a European 220, and here in America we run on 110. So that's my assumption anyway. Came with a beginner's guidebook. It came with the quick start of the toner and the USB stick. So it does come with a rip, which we've got right here at the top. So I got our Pro Color rip USB stick, and then that's a fancy magnetic case. Comes with a USB cable, a Ethernet cable, maybe just an Ethernet. Nope, it does have both. So it comes with all the cables that you'll need to get this up and running. So now I just need to get the dang thing out of a box. That was less satisfying than I was hoping. So we got the printer out. We ended up lifting it by the plastic bag, and then as soon as we got it up high enough, one person adjusted their hands under the printer, and then we moved it over here. So now what we need to do is take all of the packaging off. It does have the quick start guide that walks you through basically opening this, removing all the plastic inside, getting everything prepped. It does indicate that the power the step up, step down converter is because this is a worldwide unit, which allows them to sell it everywhere and have a universal unit. So we're going to get everything taken apart so that we can get the first print done. So this opens the front, and then this releases the top. They've got everything super nicely labeled, so they've got stickers everywhere. Print side face down. If you have this open, print side face up. They've got labels for the model. They've got labels for if you want, whether you want overprint, regular print, underprint. So a whole bunch of stuff to make it easy. This is the K cartridge. If you look at the side here, you got black, so salmon, yellow, magenta, and then this is going to be the white. So we're going to get everything removed here. We're going to get it connected to the network. We're going to get the rip installed so we can do some test prints. Alright, we've got this temporarily set up. We've got 110 power plugged in to the step up, step down converter so that the 220 can come out. we see that the light is on. So theoretically, if we push this power button here, the printer should come on. There we go. Beautiful. So we've got temporarily run network cable so that we can run this off the network, and we're going to get the rip installed, and I'll probably switch the toner to be regular printing just because I want to test that first before we start doing anything else. So let's wait for it to get all connected. So I have it working, sort of. I printed one just as a test, and it did work, but I can't get it to print from the rip. It's trying to go to file. So I'm going to try to show you this printing. It's supposed to suck this in, just to show you a test. Yep, there it goes. And it should come out the back here because I have the straight paper path open. Should print the next one. There we go. And it's got that there. So right now it's set up in just regular printer mode, which I should use this one, but wanted to test this to make sure it's working. So now I'm going to see what's wrong with the rip software to see why it's ripping to a file rather than the printer. Alright, I found it. So you go to queues, manage queues. It won't let me. Hold on, let me close it. Queues, manage queues. And this port was set to file instead of the actual printer. So now we should be fixed now. We should be able to print from the rip queue rather than just the Windows driver. So now that we've got the printer set up and functioning, the reason I asked Uninet if we could work together for me to make these videos was to show you that there's more ways that you can use the white toner printers. So in this case, we just printed some cards. I'm going to show you how to print some envelopes. We've got the silver foil, so we can show you how to do that, show you how to do water slides, show you how to do hard surface, as well as show you how to do the t-shirts. Because if you're looking to do custom t-shirts without weeding and you're low volume, white toner is one of the only options. There are other options, don't take that literally, but it is one of the, it's kind of like the HP of t-shirt printing. If you have low volume, a DTG printer is not a good fit for you. A DTF printer is not a good fit for you. So if you have any specific questions or any specific videos that you want me to make with the white toner printers, let me know. We've got the printer temporarily set up in its unofficial home. We've got the rip queue set up. Rip queue is super easy to install. The driver, like the files are on the USB stick. The USB stick is also the software license key. You just install it. Obviously I missed a step and put the port wrong, but there's always a way to fix it. The white toner group, there's a big white toner printer group that I will try to link down below that you can also ask questions there. But again, whatever videos you want me to make, whatever questions you have, leave them down in the comment section. So thank you, Cam, for editing. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks Firesprint.com for sponsoring today's episode. You can save 10% off your first order by using the coupon code down in the description. If you don't want to deal with the headache of managing your own printers, they're a great trade-only wholesale partner that deals with large format stuff, signs, banners, and stickers. You can actually do stickers on this thing too. So we'll try a little bit of everything. So again, save 10% off with Firesprint using the coupon code down in the description. So thanks as always for everyone being here. Whoa, go crazy. See you in the next one.